Welcome back to the Shelf Sisters. Happy June. Welcome to our June Bookish episode. It's part dos of book to TV movie adaptations.
There's so many, so of course we needed a part 2.
There are so many. I go through our Bookstagram like every day, and every day I see 5 new ones.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, so no one's making original content anymore. It's just books.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's kind of like, it's so fun because some of the books that I wanted to read, but realistically I'm not going to, I'll be able to like see the story. But then for the books that I've already read, I mean, you guys know, like I can't do both. I either read it or watch like the TV or movie version. And now I'm just like, I need new stuff. I don't want everything to be,
then there's no fun to like actually watch. Well, no, I'm still going to watch it. I'm not like you. I'll still watch it. But then I know what's coming next. And then that's no fun for me.
And what are you watching for? It like the book is always better.
Literally, no, for sure. Yeah. There's some series.
Do you have
I'm trying to think. Not on top of my head, so clearly there aren't that many. But I'm thinking, how is this different than the book? And that's not fun. Why am I doing that? Why am I wasting my time twice?
Yeah,
reading and then watching.
I also feel like the actors just never do it justice because once you've read it, it's like in a perfect world, if you like the book, a perfect world in your mind.
Yeah.
And then whenever the actors come, like they can never be perfect. Even if like, who's a great actor? Like Angelina Jolie, like one of like the greats.
I think I've watched one movie of Angelina Jolie, which is Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I actually didn't even watch that one because I remember it being so boring. But I watched another one. It was like one word, and she was with a guy who did like full on plastic surgery, like cut his like kneecaps or something to be 2 inches shorter to get away with crime. And she was like on the run around the world.
We're getting way too deep into this. You guys, okay. So this is part 2 of our book to TV adaptations. Yes. We're going to talk about current reads. And then we also...
It was called Salt. Sorry, it just popped into my brain. It was called Salt. I still don't understand why it was called that. But yeah, I remember going to the theaters with her aunt, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And then we announced our June book of the month on our Instagram, and I'm thrilled. We are going back and forth because there's 2 super popular books on Book Talk and Bookstagram, but honestly...
This one sounded really good.
This one sounded really good.
What was the other one? The one by Carly Fortune, right? One Golden Summer.
Golden Summer, yeah.
And
I remember Golden being there. But it sounded a little serious. Like, I don't know. It just felt a little serious.
I honestly did not even read the description.
It was a long summary. I was like, why is this going on and on for like a romance novel? Yeah.
I will say I will be reading that book. Yes. Are you planning on reading it?
I think so. Maybe we pick it for July. We'll see. We'll see what people say. You
know?
We'll
see.
See.
Although like 3 romance books in a row, like, I don't know, are people going to be like, what are you guys doing? Or do you think people like that? I will say... We have been getting like so much more engagement on our Instagram.
I don't know if it was
on wood. Thank the Lord.
Thanks, guys. Clearly, us hyping up our Instagram is really helping. So
yeah, but we're getting a lot of messages like, "Oh my God, read this book, loved it," or like, "I'm on this episode now." And it's
also
just so
people
much fun.
Finding our podcast. I want to respond and just be like, so how did you find us? Was it YouTube? Was it Spotify? What was it?
If you are like a random, like if you don't know us personally and you're watching, please let us know how you found us because we are kind of dumbfounded because it's honestly my fault. I will admit I'm seriously lacking and on the like clips side of this. So we're not really posting any, which is usually how someone finds a podcast, right?
Yes, but so I think the YouTube SEO, like whatever the YouTube algorithm is, I think it's doing its thing because somehow I think it's working.
Okay.
I think it's working. And also I feel like our audio the last 2 rounds has been really good.
The last one, oh my God, you guys, I can't thank God enough. Like seriously?
No, it's really good. So I think we're improving and people are finding out about us. And I think there's more readers in the summer, honestly.
I'm cracking up. What if we literally get 5 views on this? We're just hyping ourselves up.
Whatever. You guys won't let us down, right? But I think it's also the season of reading.
beach reads all around.
Yeah.
You know?
So I think this summer people will engage more, but we're coming up.
Love to see it.
Honestly, you guys, on a year almost.
It's so crazy.
I think like 9 months. I'm not that close, but still.
Yeah, it's
the fact that we've actually
really
kept up. Every 2 weeks we are recording. On the dot. And this is the reason why I'm still consistently reading.
Yeah, because, okay, we are, after we announce our June book, which we've already done on the Instagram, but we'll say it here just so everyone's aware. And then next, I was like, Sarah, we have to talk about our current reads. Have you been reading anything? And she was like, I resubscribed to the Wall Street Journal. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, we cannot talk about that. There's
some girlies that might want to be,
I seriously don't know. Like, that is so crazy to me. It's like, that's what I imagine like a surgeon does in their free time, like pick up the Wall Street Journal. The fact that you are like reading that as you're reading is
okay. Well, I
so
also
crazy.
work with people like in a different generation than me. And so to converse, I have to be abreast on, I guess, current, just everything current,
I feel you.
So
that makes much more sense than you just doing it for pleasure.
Sometimes, honestly, I may start sharing some of the articles because
I think that would be
good. It's for the girlies and actually very informative in a I won't say lighthearted because it's never that lighthearted.
Yeah.
But it's kind of fun.
Okay. Well,
unbiased-ish opinion.
Okay.
So
I
look
forward to it. Yeah. Let's not like inundate them with that, but like here and there.
Well, we're also trying to start like a monthly series of sorts on our Instagram. And I think we'll start with that this upcoming month with like a word of the day. Because this last few books that we read, they had great vocabulary. And not just like, words that we see like on the daily, but these were just what was the last one? In the last book,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's a Taylor Swift song as well.
What?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, it'll come to me.
Now you've lost me. Yeah, I don't know.
Labyrinth.
Oh.
It was in the last book maybe 5 times, and
I'm not gonna lie, I still don't understand what it means. But yes, like whenever we read, I feel like that's why we have such great vocabulary is because we've been reading so much for so long. And
I'll always highlight, like if I don't know what it means, that's another beauty of the Kindle. You just highlight the word and you know exactly what it means.
Yeah, if you're connected to Wi-Fi. And this is what I heard, which I haven't done, but you can actually choose the dictionary like that they will use for your like definitions.
Okay.
So because there was like this one word, I don't know, the definition was just kind of wonky. And then I looked at the dictionary that they were using for me and I was like, well, I would like Webster's dictionary.
What were they using? Like an Amazon dictionary?
Maybe it was like Merriam dictionary, which is like good too. But I just felt like, let me get some other definitions.
A second opinion.
Yeah. And also there are books that I read that have like other languages, like French or whatever. And I want to see if I can add like other language dictionaries or something.
I wonder if that's a thing because whenever I was reading the historical fictions like within 15th century China, I didn't know what honestly like when the way they spoke. You know how you just have like banter? Everyone has banter and the generational banter is different. And then obviously this is like centuries ago.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand, like, are we vibing? Sense. Like,
Yeah.
So that would have been helpful.
Yeah. And I'll check it out. I'll report back. Yeah.
And so that's just another plus for the girlies that don't have a Kindle to get a Kindle.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Should we announce our June book? We did say what we were going to pick, but our actual pick is Summer in the City by Alex Aster. And this one, it's, I believe, a billionaire romance. And the first time I actually heard about this was, oh my God, this is what I love about Book Talk. They'll just have a snippet of like one of the flirty parts on there to get you hooked. And that's how I've added so many romance books to my TBR. Whether I read them, like, that's a different conversation. But this one, I just remember reading that snippet and I was like, oh my God, this sounds so good. And I added it. And then we've been seeing it pop up here and there. And usually whenever I see, like, and at that point when I saw it on Book Talk, it was kind of a rogue book. Like, Carly Fortune is more well known, you know? And whenever I see that, I don't usually see it getting traction. And it has been getting it. I've been seeing it everywhere.
No, it's been on so many lists for summer reads. I think Goodreads is doing a good job of it.
It's
Kindle
on our
Unlimited
list.
and on our list. Yes. And so it's been on everyone's like summer list. And I think I saw it enough in the book. The cover is like our vibe. It's red and pink and like bright.
Our favorite color combination.
Exactly. So summer in the city. I'm excited.
Yes.
And also I feel like the Golden Sunset book was based
One Golden Summer
was at a lake house, I believe.
I could be.
And I'm just tired of reading about lakes, like, honestly. So in the summertime. But
I definitely will read that book. So I'll report back because I really remember liking her first one, Every Summer After.
Yes.
I will say, okay, let me say for that one, like, quick review if anyone cares. I really liked her writing. Like, I loved the romance. The third act breakup was seriously gave me the biggest pit.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way these people can come back from that. Yeah. And that kind of like ruined it. And I was like, why is everyone hyping up this book? Like, this girl is crazy. Yeah. But yeah, that was the only thing. And then I need to see, there was this one book that I read where the girl had a hotel on a lake and like her mom had passed it down to her. Was that Carly Fortune or no? Who was that?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't think that was Carly Fortune because I was just going to say Carly Fortune, her book covers have a very similar aesthetic. Like
it's all lakes.
All lakes, but her book covers are all like block-ish, cursive-y font.
And the paint style is the
same. And you know who else does that? Like the covers, like it's the same aesthetic as Taylor Jenkins Reid's. We were talking about our last Bookish episode too. And I like when authors have the exact same or a similar aesthetic to all of their books because I look at the covers and I was like, oh no, that is a TJK read, you know?
I feel like Emily Henry does that as well. I get that.
You get that vibe?
More so.
Sonya's an Emily Henry apologist. So, like, whatever everyone's doing, she's like, no, Emily Henry does it better.
And we will be talking about her today. But no, seriously, I'm losing my mind. What was that? We need to figure it out.
We'll figure it out. If I had my Kindle with me, I would have looked it up.
And the man randomly shows up, stays there, and I think he's trying to like buy it or shut it down or something.
Yes, no,
but the writing was really good, and I really liked it.
And I DNF'd it for a second, and then I came back to it and finished it. So I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so I'll try to research.
I'm sure people listening are like, "Oh my god, it was this," but we'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay, so today we already announced our June book club pick. We're going to talk through your current reads and then go over all of the book to TV adaptations.
Yes. Okay, so for current reads, we've already heard Sarash's.
Yeah.
But for mine, I am reading, oh my God, let me find out the title. It's by Mariana Zapata. It's her newest book.
Okay.
And it is called The Things We Water. And it was released in 2025, and it's so crazy because her earlier books, I'm sure all of you remember The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, and then like From Lukov with Love, Colty, All Roads Lead Here. Like she literally had cult classics.
All Roads Lead Here was like all over Book Talk. Oh my God.
Yeah, and it really like wasn't that great. So I don't know why. But everyone loved her books, and then I feel like she really fell off. I don't know if you know this, Serge, because you're not as online as I am, but she did get canceled for what? I have no clue. So I'm just going to ignore it because I don't really like get into the cancel culture of it anyway. Like, I don't know. If the reason doesn't reach me, then I'm not going out of my way to find it. But the last book that she released, oh my God, it was 3 years ago. How crazy is that? It was called...
Okay, but if you think about it, writing a book takes time. So 3 years is really, to me, not that long.
Okay, but think about what is that author? She has the book like The Tenant, The Housemaid. What's her name?
Oh, yes.
Or sorry, not The Tenant.
I know.
Those books. I'm looking.
Oh, man.
The Tenant.
Also, something you guys should know about me. I don't remember names. I don't remember.
Frida McFadden. Okay, so
no, she did have The Housemaid.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So
The Boyfriend is the new one.
That is like a pseudonym. Is it called a pseudonym? What's the term for it? Where she doesn't use her real name?
Yeah, pseudonym.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Like, that's not her real name. And I believe she's like a neurosurgeon or like some sort of doctor. And she pops out like 2 books a year. So I'm sorry.
If
like Mariana Zapata.
I know. But if you've been reading Frida McFadden's books, the pseudonym, the quality of the books has really deteriorated. So I wouldn't say.
I've heard, but I have a friend of mine that read The Tenant and like her newer books, and she really liked them. So, you know, it's not like a 0 out of 5. Like, she's still popping. Oh, yeah. And also let me mention the book that Mariana Zapata came out with 3 years ago, When Gracie Met the Grump. I literally DNF'd when I really love half of her books, which is, I feel like a great
track record for
because for authors, you know, it's like a one-off. Like, there's not that many Emily Henrys in the world. Oh my God, I know you're rolling your eyes.
Yeah.
But it was so bad. And it was like she went from writing like regular books to like a superhero book. It was so weird. And I could not get past it. And I actually reread 2 of her books twice. Which, how insane is that? Okay.
I've only read one fiction book twice. So that's a lot.
Yeah. And like that just should show you like how much, you know, I do like her. And I had to DNF that book. And so whenever I saw The Things We Water, it was on Kindle Unlimited. I was like, let me just give it a try. And also it was so weird because I seriously have not seen a single post of it. And we have a Bookstagram together for this podcast. I have a personal Bookstagram. Yeah. I am on Book Talk, like personally. Yeah. And then we are also obviously on Book Talk, like with our page. I have not heard one person talking about it. The only reason I knew about it was because on my Kindle like home screen, it just showed up under books you may like on within Kindle Unlimited. So
it's in Kindle Unlimited?
Yeah, so I just downloaded it. I started it, and weirdly, I am so enjoying it. And plot twist, it's a fantasy book, which you know I really don't like those. But I really love the main character. I just think she is so like sweet and nurturing and like motherly. Yeah. But like in like a really fun way. Like, I'm really enjoying her. And some of the fantasy parts, I'm like, okay, like a 5-year-old wrote this. But there was only like one of like that scene in the book so far, and I'm like 25% of the way through, which I think is really good for me.
No, I think that's really good, and I think you should post this on our stories because we have so many readers that love fantasy.
Do you not look at my stories? I posted it twice.
Oh. Wait.
The Chick-fil-A, I said My Heavenly Night. It was like...
But I don't remember the title of the book that you put. Because it was on your Kindle. Also, I was actually going to tell you your brightness was not turned up.
It was, but the cover is so dark. The cover is
I was like, wait, she already posted it, so I couldn't see it. I couldn't tell you to change it.
It's literally this. Like, it's so dark.
That's so I don't remember.
That's why it didn't show up.
Sonia is so offended. But everyone loves fantasy, and Sonia and I can't speak on it. So this is your contribution to the fantasy world.
And that's why I wanted to talk about it, because I feel like so many people like it. And it's another book for them to enjoy because there's not that many great ones. Yeah. But I'll just give like a brief synopsis. But this girl, you know how there's what's the word? Like conspiracies about like witches or paranormal, like things that are in this world that we don't know, right? So it's basically that. So they are like living in the normal world, but they are just like magical. And I know you're looking at me crazy.
No.
I'm on also the side of TikTok, like in NOLA. You know how there's like ghost tours and vampires and stuff? So they don't have vampires, but in this book, they're like werewolves and stuff. And this girl, she found like a baby one, and she's really trying to take care of it, but she can't around normal people because it's obviously going to grow into like this crazy thing. And so there's like a commune of sorts, and she goes, and I think it's about to turn into like a fantasy romance. I'll keep y'all updated, but so far I'm really liking it. And she has these like 2 best friends, and it's just like really cute so far.
Okay, I love that. And I was, while you're saying this, I thought about, okay, I don't know if this is just in brown culture, but do you know what jinns are?
Yeah, ghosts, like spirits.
Spirits, but they're only around trees at night.
Okay, that's so crazy that you say that, because first of all, I didn't know that. I first learned about them at, you know, the camp that we all went to in high school? So that was the first time I heard about them, but I had separately a friend tell me that ghosts, like spirits, are by trees at night.
Yes.
And so
you should not, like, you should go aware of them and like go like around the trees.
We shouldn't be camping, essentially.
Like who wants to camp, you know?
But I remember we literally left. We left a Harry Potter screening. It was like late at night. And we were outside, you know, the movie theater by Main Event that we used to go to? And they have trees there. And we were standing under one waiting for my friend's parents to come pick us up. And my other friend was like, oh my God, like we shouldn't be here.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. I think I was doing like a neighborhood walk. And obviously there's so many trees. Like, no, I got to go on the street because...
Oh my God.
Tree, you know?
That's so crazy that you would know that fact and I don't.
Well, I had the craziest story in college. No, it didn't happen to me.
Okay, thank God.
One of my friends so I went to Baylor University. So if you've been to Waco, you understand that Waco literally has nothing, okay? Or when I went there, it had nothing, okay?
I think it still has nothing.
So, yeah. But, okay. We went on this, our group of friends, one of us had like a very large SUV. We went on this just like night ride. I don't know what we were doing. We went on this ride because there's like little parks and stuff around Waco. Okay. We're driving and it's like sketchy and like scary looking. And one of our friends, he was like, you guys, I have to tell you this jinn story. And I didn't know what a jinn was. I was like, oh, sure. And he's like, he starts talking and I'm such a scaredy cat for everything, you know?
Same.
So he starts talking and I'm literally looking at him. I'm about to close my ears because I can't hear the rest of the story. And it has to do with NOLA because it happened to him on the way to NOLA.
Oh my God.
So if you guys don't know what jinns are, just look them up.
It's like spirits, like ghosts.
Spirits, yes. But they portray themselves as like a part of our world and they look like humans and they can speak like humans. But there's different, so like something with the pinky toe, like the pinky toe having like a double toe and like crossed is like
looking at
considered like a jinn. Okay. So if you notice that, you're like, oh, you have like jinn tendencies. Yeah. So when he was telling us the stories, he was saying that they looked for these things because their grandmother had told them that if it's a jinn, you should look out for these things. If you get like a weird like vibe or like some sort of, you know, you look just feel something. Look at their toes. And he said something about fingers. I forget. And so while you were talking about that, I completely forgot that.
Wait, what was his jinn story? That's what I'm waiting for.
They stopped in at a gas station on the way to NOLA. Okay. And it was like in the middle of the night because they ran out of gas and they were getting gas. And NOLA apparently is like swampy trees, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And like there was a jinn that like approached them at the gas station, started asking them questions. It was a girl, wanted to like come into their car, was asking about their families. and they were starting. I literally have goosebumps. They were starting to get like really weird vibes from her, and they like looked at her fingers and toes, and they noticed something, and it was like a group, and they legit just like eyed each other and was like, "Get the fuck in the car," and they got in the car and like left. Who knows like what the story is, but like I just think about gins every single time someone mentions like spirits at nighttime. I think about trees and gins. I'm done
seriously
now.
Just creeped me out.
I know. Well, also Sonia and I think like little things are haunted, so I believe it. I believe it.
I believe in it. If I get
yes,
yeah. I honestly, one of my biggest regrets is whenever I went to NOLA, I didn't do the ghost tour, the famous one. Because that's so scary, Sonia.
Like that would have haunted you for life.
My thing is like I want to see it, but I really do believe that like if you are around it too much, like they can interfere with like your life, you know? And like so that's why I don't want one of them following me back home. That is honestly my only con of doing it. But I really wanted to see it. And now that I am like on this side of TikTok, I just see so many things in NOLA. Seriously, that city, like something is going on with it because
I've never been to NOLA.
What?
Yeah. it gives me dirty vibe. Like
you don't need to go. You don't need to go.
Sorry.
Like it has weirdly a lot of things that like I would like my weird interests, but the food for me, like I don't eat seafood, so it was really not it. Like we had to go.
Sonia really does not eat seafood. Like
we literally had to go to like a fake Benihana like 40 minutes away for me to get like a full meal in. We went on an alligator tour. That was so much fun. They passed around a baby alligator on the boat for people to hold. I did not hold it, obviously.
No, of course.
And then I also really wanted to do, they have like plantation tour, and apparently like those are haunted. Okay. And I really wanted to do it, but it was 3 hours long and it was so hot. After the alligator tour, I was like, I'm about to pass out. And I heard other people saying that on TikTok too, that they only didn't do it because it was 3 hours long. But the people who did it, they said it was really worth it. And then 3, they have the ghost tours. But I was with like Shaquille, my husband, who seriously rolls his eyes, does not believe in that stuff. And I just couldn't do it.
You don't think he believes the stories that we tell him about our parents' old house?
He doesn't. He seriously will think you are insane. And he does think we're insane. So I was like, I can't go with that energy. But it's literally all of us
that said these stories, not just you, not just me.
Yeah, he just thinks we're crazy.
Okay. Whatever. Yeah. All right. Well, we just took a very
long
hard tangent. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Let's go to the book to TV/movie adaptations part 2. Okay. And the first chunk of it is, drumroll, Emily Henry's Adaptations. So the first one, which a lot of people know about because the shooting like images came out. But Emily Henry's People We Meet on Vacation is coming out as a film on Netflix, release date to be announced, starring Tom Blythe from The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes as Alex, and then starring Emily Bader as Poppy. And I think I talked about this before, but I went to go see The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I really liked Tom Blythe in it. Yeah. He was like the perfect actor for that role, in my opinion. And I am excited to see him in the film. Honestly, I don't even know what Emily Bader looks like, but...
When you said Emily Bader, I thought about Remy Bader.
God, TikTok. No. Are you a fan of hers, Remy Bader? Can I ask? Because I have strong thoughts. Oh, she's cute, Emily Bader, by the way.
Let me see.
So.
Oh.
Yeah.
She gives very much like Hunger Games vibe.
But she was not in it. Oh. It was the guy that was. Oh. Yeah. Okay. But do you like Remy Bader? I just need to know.
This is where we're going to get canceled. Like, we just can't say anything.
So do we have the same thoughts?
Most likely.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
To each their own, you know? Like, you have your people.
I seriously cannot stand her. Like you know
what?
And
it has absolutely nothing to do with
With what?
Say it. No,
I think she's the only person I have blocked on my TikTok because for some reason her videos kept popping up, and every time I saw her face, I honestly like, this is gonna sound so rude, but I just wanted to like crash out because I was like, you are so annoying.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's a personality thing. Like, that's it. You know, I just can't.
Her videos would pop up and she would be like sobbing with like snot. It was disgusting, and I was like, you should not be on my screen. Like,
okay,
I am not for you. You are not for me.
I think that's when I was not on TikTok. So I think I just know.
Yeah, because I think I blocked her like a long time ago. And seriously, fun fact, like, she's the only person I have blocked on TikTok. So that should tell you something.
I don't think I have anyone blocked on TikTok. But I did recently go through like all my reposts, and I'm like, what is happening with me? Like, I have 5 different personalities because everything is so different.
Okay.
Literally, who am I? And to this day, my favorite TikTok of all time is this girl, Mariana. I don't know how you say her name. She lives in Vegas. I don't know if we have the same personality or what. There's this one TikTok of her. Her getting an iced coffee in the morning, and she sips it, like a gremlin. And that is me sipping ice. My first sip of coffee in the morning, that is what I look like, and that is what I sound like.
That's like, so funny.
And then you know it's going to be a great day when it just hits. It hits.
I feel you now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to... before.
Yeah. So I'll send that to you. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Again, a tangent. Back to TV adaptation.
And then Happy Place is being made into a Netflix series by Jennifer Lopez's production company, Naya Rockin Productions. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Honestly, go Jennifer Lopez. I didn't know she had a production company.
I didn't know that she had a production company.
I think she should stick to that, honestly.
Or that she got Emily Henry's like rights. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then the showrunner of the series, Leela Cohen, is actually from Bridgerton, which I think bodes really well because everyone loves Bridgerton. It's just like such a cute, like visually
I've only watched one episode, but yeah. But I understand, like, visually appealing, yes.
Yeah, the plot is like, it's good. Actually, the plot, they just make it very cringe, or else it would be the perfect show. But, you know, that's still nice that they got someone from Bridgerton. And then Emily Henry, as stated in her formal statement for Happy Place, is extremely involved in the project with the help of J-Lo's company as well as Netflix. So in her statement, she was really just like grateful to J-Lo and Netflix for letting her be part of it. And I feel like we've talked about this before. A lot of authors don't get that opportunity. Like, they sell it and then it's out of their hands. Yeah. But she said she's heavily involved, and so if it sucks, we'll blame it on her.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
No, I think that it bodes well for the film for her to be involved because I think she's a very distinct series. POV. Yeah. So I think
Happy Place is the only one that's a series, like episodes long, versus a movie.
Okay. Also, I never read the book Happy Place, so I'm excited to watch it.
It seriously, like, the rage I had reading it. Should I tell you what happens?
No, don't tell me what happens, but like, just give me the...
So a Happy Place, it's a group of friends, and the main 2 people, it's like the people in the relationship, but it's a group of friends, and they have their happy place, which is a vacation homes of like one of the friends' parents. It's kind of like Nantucket, I want to say. And so they go there like every year, and this year, like, that couple broke up, but they don't want to mess up everyone's vacation, so they pretend that they're still together. But it sounds more so like a silly rom-com, but it was not. It was so serious. It made me want to cry. Like, the way she wrote it, I had to pit the entire time, and the end was also so awful.
Also, to call it Happy Place then, if the book is like not...
It's actually...
It's diabolical. Okay, yeah.
Her saddest book.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
So, but
anything like based on the East Coast summer vibes, I'm into. So I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, I just hope they make the show like a little bit more lighthearted than the book. That's my only ask. And then Funny Story will also be adapted into a movie with the author herself writing the movie script. So for the other ones, I think she had other writers because they didn't release this information. But for this one, funny story, there's literally no other information out besides this. So I think this is the one where she was able to like get that into the contract. Like, I want to write this myself, because that usually doesn't happen.
Yeah, because I feel like TV or like script writing in general is very different than
writing books.
It's so different. So I'm just to see how this one turns out then.
Yeah. And then Beach Read is also being developed into a film by the 20th Century Studios with Original Film. I think that's the production company. That's the only thing that's out about Beach Read, which I'm guessing like me and you are the most excited for. And then our next favorite book by her, Book Lovers, is also in development for a movie with Sarah Hayward writing the screenplay. Neither of us know who Sarah Hayward is, but because they're mentioning her, I'm assuming that she's a great screenplay writer.
I'm excited for Emily Henry. She is going down that Colleen Hoover path, because
that's every single book of hers is in production or pre-production or about to be released.
Also, she seems fairly young.
I think she's in her early 30s. Imagine. Oh my God.
Wow. It's wild. Emily Henry. Love that for her.
Yeah. And I don't know if you ever see her post, but she's like so cute too.
She's so cute.
Yeah. So
also her hair is like always like perfectly blown out, voluminous. I'm like, literally go you.
Yeah.
No, I love it.
Same. So that was our Emily Henry section for this episode. I'm excited to watch her stuff, and also for, what was the first one? People We Meet on Vacation. It is summertime, and they haven't announced a release date, but I'm really hoping it's this summer, like maybe by August or something. I feel like that would be nice to watch it.
Usually they send out or publish release dates at least 2-ish months ahead of.
I feel like Netflix is kind of different. Like sometimes I'll just see stuff pop up that they didn't even market so much, and it just shows up on like the homepage. So I'm really hoping that's what will happen. They'll announce it and I'll be like, it's coming out in 2 weeks, you know?
Yeah. Possibly.
Like that's what, because I feel like that happens a lot with their movies. And then I don't know if you saw weirdly their Osama bin Laden documentary.
No, I didn't.
So they announced it like pretty close to the release date, and then they just took it off. And I think there's a conspiracy that the government wanted to see it first, because they actually had a lot of like high-powered officials on there. And then whenever they like re-announced it, they announced it, and I think it was coming out the next week. So I think they do it like very quick.
Sporadically, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
so part 2, these are different authors, different books that are coming to the screens. So first up, I apologize in advance, Mom, for the cursing, but the Mindfuck series is turning into a TV series for Amazon MGM Studios. Serge, do you know what this book is?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
So,
but you
when I first got my Bookstagram, this book was all the rage. Like, it was crazy.
Is it YA?
No. And I didn't read it. I don't know why. Because I think the plot was like, I like it in reverse. Like, it was kind of confusing. Not confusing, but just like different than what I was used to. But seriously, everyone who read this book was obsessed. And it was a series of, I think, 3 books or something.
Okay.
And so I probably will never read it. So I'm really excited about this, so that I can just like watch it as my TV show.
Is it romance? Like, what is it?
So it's part romance, part thriller. So the couple, or the people that are together, the guy is like an FBI agent, and he's hunting down a serial killer. Okay. Like, bodies are popping up and he's trying to solve it. Okay. And he's with this girl. And this is not a spoiler, because they say it within like the first, I think, few chapters. But the girl, plot twist, is the serial killer. But
why did you give it away?
It's like if you read the description of the book, it's in there.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not spoiling it. Like this is
sorry.
No, like if it came up on their Amazon Prime Video account, like that would be in the description. I didn't give anything away. But the girl isn't out there just like killing people for fun. These are like bad people.
Oh, got it.
So she's not like a crazy character.
Okay.
And so he's like, you know, trying to find the clues, like get closer to the killer. Meanwhile, like she's in his bed. So everyone loved it.
Yes.
I would never read it, but I'm so happy that it's coming to our screens. And like,
it's not something that I would watch, I don't think.
Okay, I'll let you know.
I'll let you guys know.
Report back. And then number 2, Elsie Silver's Rose Hill books are to be adapted as TV series, also by Amazon MGM Studios. So go Amazon MGM Studios. They're doing all of these, plus a lot of Colleen Hoover's stuff. But
clearly no original stories to tell.
Literally. But Elsie Silver, if it doesn't sound familiar, I'm sure you've seen her books. It's the one-word titles where it's like reckless, flawless, like all of the lists, you know? And it's always like a one color cover. So it'll be like all green with like different green variations, like pink. And a lot of
I think
the
Reckless one is like a pink magenta-y color.
Yeah. A lot of people love her books. Neither Sarah or I do. But I think it's, you know, fun. I think it's great for other people that love her books. But if you
guys report back to us.
If you haven't like read her books and you like romance, a lot of people love her stuff. So maybe you should try it out. You'll probably like it.
Yes.
And then last up,
I'm excited for this one.
Regina Hall and Gemma Chan join Peacock's upcoming drama series based on The 5-Star Weekend by Ellen Hildebrand. And Sarah, you have read the book?
I have read the book, and Ellen Hildebrand really is the perfect summer author. Everything is based in Nantucket, so it has that East Coast summer vibe. And this one specifically was, 5-Star Weekend. So there's like a group of girls that
have their individual stories, right, within the book.
They all have individual stories to tell, but they all come together because they're being hosted by their friend. But I don't think all of them like knew each other prior to this weekend.
Okay.
But I really like it because you understand like the setting, and then you get to know the stories of 5 different women, and they kind of like come together. I like it. I think all of her books I enjoy. They're never like 5 out of 5 for me, but they're always like a solid 3.8, 4.
You know what's so crazy? I still have not read a single book by Ellen Hildebrand, and she is one of the most favorite authors in the world.
What else has she written that I've liked?
I can't read The Perfect Couple anymore because I watched that show.
No, I read it and I watched it, and I liked both of it.
There was another
people,
one.
Hated the show, but I enjoyed it.
I thought it was so good.
So good.
I think she has one book called like 28 Summers or something that I have on my list. I do want to read that.
I haven't read that yet.
And then there were a few other ones that I do want to read. I think this summer, like one of my goals is to read one of her books. I feel like I have to.
I can't
have this podcast.
I know. I think you should read this one.
But okay.
But then you want me to watch the movie?
No, I stupidly listened to a book podcast that talked about this book. And so I really recall like what happens in it. It is kind of now like slipping from my mind. So I guess I could, but I want a fresh book from her, you know?
Okay. I mean, it's summer now, so I'm sure there's a new release coming from her because it's every summer she has a hit.
Well, okay, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's her. I feel like she's almost retired or something. And she's her daughter wants to be an author.
Okay.
And she is like helping her out and like co-writing a book with her daughter.
Okay.
And it's like a new like separate series, and they're going to release that. So I feel like she is focusing on that. So
I mean, good for her.
Yeah, which is like so nice. But I'll have to go back and dig up the older files and figure out which one works for me. Okay. But I think that's a great casting. Regina Hall and Gemma Chan. I really like both of those.
Same. Yeah, I like both of them.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see that, I guess, because I'm not going to be reading the book. So just
are you going to tell everyone that you watched White Lotus after me telling you to watch White Lotus for the last year?
Oh my God. This is so funny. So I started White Lotus because I was like, okay, like I need to, and not just you, like our brother loves it too. Everyone loves it. So I was like, I need to try. And there was one night where we seriously had nothing to watch. And I was like, let's start season 2 because I love Megan Fahey. And then I know like Theo James is like such a good actor.
But no, Megan Fahey, like, duh.
Oh my God. And you know what? Duh. While I was watching it, I was just thinking like, she makes every character so likable for me. Yes. Like that is who, if she could seriously kill someone, I would be like, I want to hang out with this girl. Yeah. I just like love her, and I don't know like
to be the level of unbothered she was in season 2 of White Lotus.
Not even unbothered, just like having a crazy positive attitude when like there's not that much to be positive about.
No, I know.
And just like lovely, like even when the like Aubrey Plaza, when she would say something crazy, she would just like not say anything and just kind of smile. I was like, oh my God, like I love you.
I also think she did a great job playing that character. You know who else could have done that character justice?
Megan Fahey's character?
Yeah.
Who?
Dakota Johnson.
No, I love Megan Fahey. Honestly,
she did so good, but like I think Dakota Johnson could have also done it.
I don't think Dakota Johnson is a great actress.
I don't know like her actress skills, but I think just her as a person, I really like her.
Her as a person, but
I think she has a great personality.
But no,
she loves the silence, and I love that for her.
That's so funny. But I loved season 2. It was so good. Immediately once it was done, we started season 3. It was horrible. Like,
okay, wait, no. Okay, yeah. If you compare season 2 to 3, it's bad.
Yeah.
From season 3, who was the most irritating character?
Oh, the most irritating character. Oh my God.
I had mine.
Okay, season 3. I'm trying to think of. I can't recall all of them.
You just watched it.
I know. Well, okay, let me explain. First, I watched season 2 because I was like, these are the people I want to watch most. I'll start with that. I went to season 3 and now I'm watching season 1. So I'm seriously all over the board. So now that I'm on season 1, I'm getting confused like who was in each season. But okay, remind me. Who was your most irritating for season 3? Okay.
I'm forgetting her name now, but the girl with the large buck teeth, who is the girlfriend of.
We're on the same page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my! Every time she was on my screen, I just wanted to take her, shake her, shake her, and be like, "Get your shit together."
Yeah. No, she was 100% the most irritating.
You did this to yourself. You did this to yourself.
And then. I will say one thing I really didn't like about season 3. So the guy who was like about to be in legal trouble, like losing his fortune, I felt so bad for him the entire season. And I was like, I need him to tell his family, like, how are they going to react?
Yeah.
And then what I hated was I feel like he got the most screen time.
Yes.
And then his like reveal to his family, he barely said it. He like had one vague sentence to them.
That wasn't even actually saying
anything. And then it panned to his family and they had like confused faces. And then bam, his storyline was done. I'm sorry, what? Like I need to hear, I don't need a resolution. I need to see how they reacted. I just need to know like his wife, is she like, we're going to get through this, or like, I'm out of here. We're getting divorced. And then like his son, like I just needed to see their reactions.
I loved his wife. Like
she was so funny. Good. And when you did her, like her accent, I want to say like 2 episodes ago, you hit the nail on
right?
Like, it was so good.
She cracks me up the way.
She was so funny.
I think I watched every single interview that she did on the late night shows and just.
I should go watch it now.
She was so funny.
Yeah.
She was so funny.
Definitely the highlight. Yeah. No. She was definitely the highlight of the season for me. I will say my favorite was season 2, even though I haven't finished season 1. Season 1 is my number 2, and then season 3.
Wow.
I really, like, season 3 really annoyed me.
And you know what? You binged it. You didn't even, like, watch it week by week like all of us
did.
Because that was so slow. Like, dreadful.
I honestly think when season 4 comes out, by the way, I don't know if you heard this, but they said, the showrunners, that they're trying to do it in a snowy place.
I don't think that's happening, though, because
Why?
I know that was the rumor, but I think they switched it again. But that would have been perfect to do it in a ski town or like
that would be so amazing.
I know.
But regardless, I'm so excited for season 4. But I think I will do the same thing again. Like, I'm not going to watch it week to week. And I'll watch it when it's together. Yeah. Maybe. It depends. But also, I'm
just scared of people spoiling it for me.
Same. But I don't even know if you know this, but the hotel that they are using for season 1, the 4 seasons in Wailea. I went there. And I can't believe, I should have started it just because of that. But do you remember the swim up bar in the pool? I have a picture of me at the swim up bar.
Wait. Okay, no, I need to go back to this. Season 1 was, I don't even know how long ago. So long ago.
Yeah, years for sure.
That's hilarious. And you still didn't start it.
Yeah, but it's so crazy. Like, I'm looking, whenever they show the hallways to the rooms, I'm like, I don't remember the hallways. But then they'll show up the adults only, like, swim up bar pool. I'm like, oh my God, I seriously, and maybe I'll post it, but like, I didn't love my looks, so I don't know. But I think on my Instagram, I have a picture, my personal Instagram, a picture of that bar, the adults only bar. I'll show you, but it's so crazy. Like, it's so wild. That was
I'm trying to remember what happened in season 1. Like, I don't remember.
I honestly, like, can't even, I'm seriously getting all of the 3 seasons mixed up. But now I'm, like, wanting to know the season 4 location because I'm just like, have I been there? Like, I really hope it happens again because it's so much fun. Yeah.
No, like, what is happening in season 1? Like, I legit don't remember. In season 1,
it's the honeymoon couple. It's the funny, like, older lady. What's her name?
Yeah. That's all I remember.
Her mom's ashes, and then it's the tech CEO lady.
I just remember.
Don't tell me that.
I just remember. What's the old lady's name? Not old lady. Oh my God.
I can't remember.
Yeah, that's all I remember about season 1. Like, I don't remember the storyline at all.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see how it ends because it's not as, like, thriller-y as season 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, it's been so much fun to binge it. Okay,
well, we literally said we're going to be talking for 30 minutes, and I think we're, like, at a full hour. So you guys, read along with us in June, Summer in the City. And let us know what you think, like, while you're reading. Send us a DM or just, like, message us. But, yeah, I think other than that, we hope you all are having a great summer. And until next time, goodbye.
See ya. Bye.